Hello, welcome to Mixing Plants and Crafts. My name is Rachel, and today we're going to do an unboxing. I haven't bought a plant since the beginning of April. I purchased this one on May 20th. I had an idea of something to try, of an experiment, and I was like, well, I'm going to need to buy more plants, so more plants. I bought it from the Green Escape, and it's a mixture of plants. I think there are 6 plants in here. So let's get this, let's open this box up so you can see what I got. All right, there's one, two. So I like the Green Escape, how they do their plants. I've ordered a lot of plants from the Green Escape and they do pretty well with shipping. Some of the plants that have not done well in my care, they are starter plants. And that's one of the experiments that I'm looking to try, is doing some starter plant type of experiment with a larger plant to see how it does. But I will be talking about that in another video coming up. Let's get these opened. They give you a card with who grew your order and packaged it. Very cute. And the name of the plants. Okay, so this plant is, I have another one of this plant already. The other plant is in a 4-inch pot, and it's not really, it's doing okay. It's the Ficus Eldorado. It's known to be a finicky type of plant that drop a lot of leaves when there's a change. And spring is here, so there was quite a change from the winter to spring. But I bought a starter plant to see if I can give the current plant a companion. Oh, it's in that sponge type of substrate I talked about in my last video. Oh man, I don't really, that's not good. Oh, okay, so this is what the plant looks like. It's very variegated and so pretty. But this is a substrate. It's in, it's like, it's a sponge. It looks like brownies. And to get this off of the plant, to take this off will be quite hard because a lot of roots will be ripped. I think I'll leave it in the substrate for now, until later. I will not keep it in the substrate. I don't like it. If it's just, it's gonna, no, I don't like it. But Ficus Eldorado, I'll put up a clip of what my other one looks like in the past and today because it looks completely different from before to now. And this is the one for today. All right. So the next plant, Begonia. I think the rest of these might be Begonias too. I think I forgot all that I ordered. Ooh, very pretty. And it's in that sponge again. I'm not too happy about that. Oh, wow. It is so pretty. Okay, it's a Begonia maculata pink spotted one. The next plant is another Begonia. And I think it's a really delicate one. Oh, yeah. Okay, this one is not in that substrate, and it's, ooh, it looks like it needs to be revived. It's called Begonia bipinnatifida. think I'm getting it right. This, oh, piece of it fell off. This will have to probably live in a little terrarium because it's a fern-like. It looks very delicate, and it definitely it's not really doing great. I I don't know. We'll have to see if I can revive this. Oh, there's soil everywhere. All right. Oh my. Yeah, it's not really doing great already. I don't know. I might have to send them a oh. Oh. Well, all the leaves dropped off. I have to show you what this looks like. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to send them a a picture of what happened. Oh, it's still dropping. Oh my gosh. This is what I'm dealing with. I just sent a picture to the shop so they can, I don't know, refund my order or send me a new plant. Everything has completely melted. I don't know if they're, I mean, it's no longer a plant. This is what's left of the plant. I opened it and it just melted off. Wow. Okay, so it's quite unfortunate. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm so sad about this. This is melted. Oh, this is melted. Oh, okay, so this is the starter plant that seems to be doing okay. It needs to be revived, but it's not doing the best either. Again, so sad about this. I'm going to see if I can save anything in a water propagation. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna put this aside. I hope that's not gonna happen to this one. I don't think this one is doing great either. It's also it looks like it's melted too. Oh. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna need to take pictures of this too, so I will be back. But this is what it looks like. It's melted. Oh, I am so sad about this. It's so pretty too. Wow. So I'm just taking this off to see what it looks like, to see if I need to take more pictures. Um, it's like cold damage. It's not cold here. So what's remaining of this plant, this is the Begonia brevirimosa exotica. And I would say it's a very pretty plant, except for all the melting. And this, see, this is where this is going to be a problem for me because it looks like it's starting to melt right here, or rot right there. So, okay. We got 2 down, and we have 1 more. Okay, this one is fine. So glad. It's wet. Oh, this is so pretty. Okay, so the plant leaves, it's dripping wet. So I think that's probably why there was rot in the other ones. Because begonias don't like their leaves wet. And these 2 plants leaves were quite wet. Okay, so this is the Philodendron Tortum. I already have this plant. Here's a trick for when you order. There are some places, like for instance, the Green Escape. Um, they'll get a new plant and it'll be a starter plant. And then if you just wait a few more weeks or even a little, like 2 months, that plant is going to get bigger, and then they're going to sell it in a 2-inch or 4-inch pot, and it's not more expensive than the starter plant. So the starter plant, how much did I pay for this? Let's see. Okay, so the starter plant was $16.20, and this one was $20.20. Look how it was not that much different, and you get a bigger plant. So yeah, um, I would have done that if I had waited, bought this plant bigger, but it's beautiful and it is bigger. It's the leaves are quite thick and nice too. So yeah. All right. So this concludes my unboxing. Unfortunately, I have 2 plants that I want to see what's going to happen with them. Um, I'm not sure if the shop is going to do anything about it. I'm sure they will. They're pretty good about stuff like this. The leaves on this begonia is so wet. I think that's what happened, is that the plant pot maybe was wet, or the plant was wet when it traveled, and they just don't like wet leaves. And this one is fine. This one's fine, and it's not, the leaves are dry. So I think that is what happened. Anyway, unfortunately, this is a not so great unboxing. I think the last unboxing I did was in December, and that was not a so great unboxing too, because it was a winter unboxing and I did get travel insurance. So I didn't get travel insurance with this one. I didn't think I needed it. They didn't offer it. So I'm not sure if they're going to do anything about it, but I'll check back in a few days to see what's happened. I'll see you in a little bit. Hey, hello. I'm back with an update on the unboxing that I did. So it's been exactly 3 days since the unboxing. I have contacted the store. I sent a message on 2 of the begonias, the ones that was melted, the one that was like this. Um, that one I was able to get a refund on, and the other one with the red stripes on it, I'll I'll show you that plant a little later because it's in quarantine in another room. So this begonia is the starter plant, and it's not doing well. I just actually checked on it just now because it's been in a terrarium. I'll show you that setup in a minute. This is the begonia starter plant that I had, and it was in this terrarium right here in here, 100% humidity with this fern that I have. and it is not doing well. So when I took it out, this fell out from here, from this area right here, and these leaves also fell off. This is probably why people say begonias are really hard to take care of, because of probably something like this. I I don't have any experience on this particular begonia, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to just stick this back into the pot to see if it's going to grow any roots. I don't have high hopes for it, but I did not get a refund on this one, and I'm not going to. Um, this was a starter plant. I just don't feel like contacting the shop for it. It's just not, well, I'm gonna put it back in the terrarium. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that. So the problem with the terrarium is that it's there's moisture on it, and I don't want the moisture getting on the leaves. So I might just put it in my one of my greenhouse cabinets. There's a room right here. There's a fan. So you know what? Let's do that. Let's try that and see if that will dry it off a little bit. See how it does. I don't know. Let's do that. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I have the other starter plants that I got in here. It's on top of a grow mat. So this is the ficus. Of course, I took it out of the substrate and I lost some of the roots. I just have it in water. Begonia maculata, pink spots. I took it out of the substrate as well, and it ripped all the roots. That is quite unfortunate. I don't. If you guys have any experience with that kind of substrate, the spongy thing that the nursery use now, please send me messages on it, because I just don't know how to remove it. I don't want to leave it in there. So I have just this in water here as well, hoping it would regrow roots and kind of revive. It looks pretty good given that it's gone through some stress. So I figured the heat would help the roots grow. And the heat is not really, it's set at 74, so it's not really too high. So let's look at the other plants that I got. Okay, so I'm in the other room, and this is where the other two plants are here. It is in a little greenhouse cabinet. This is another IKEA greenhouse that they had. I think this was the first small greenhouse that they had, and there it's another room quarantining. This is the begonia that I did get a refund on, and I'm trying to see if it would recuperate. I haven't picked it up since I put it in here. So the leaves, another leaf fell. Let's just put that in there. And it seems to be slowly bouncing back. And this area, there is no melting. So, or I should say this area, there's no melting. I think it's doing okay. I think I'll have to give it a water. The roots look good. Yeah, I think this one would eventually bounce back. So it'll take a little time and a little bit more care. And of course, the Philodendron Tortum looks great. Of course, it's gone through some stress in its travel. I'm not really sure why these plants didn't travel well at all. So I'll have to give this one a water. But it's doing good. I sprayed it with neem oil and horticultural soap to get rid of any pests that might have been on it, but it's in this room. I'll be keeping an eye on it for the next few weeks. I'm gonna leave it in here for a while. And that other begonia that I did have problems with, this is what it looks like right now. I am gonna leave it in here, and maybe I'll put this one in this terrarium and see if it bounces back. That's what I'll do. I'm just gonna do it. There we go. See if that bounced back. And the other one is in this setup right here. It has a fan on it and it's under a grow light. Let's see if it bounced back. Maybe this humidity was too much for it. I know that that fern type begonia grows in a terrarium setup, but I'm not sure what is going on. So this would be the first problem plant from day one. The exact time I opened it out of the box have been a problem. So let's see what happens. Thank you so much for watching this unboxing and the update. I will see you next week.